Hi, Taurus. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for September 2023. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in September and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from your cusp sign, so you might want to check that out. This reading is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in these readings. And just to let you know, I am also now on Rumble. My name on Rumble is the Lucky Mermaid LLC, all one word, and the title of my videos are Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings. I'm also active and back on X, which is formerly known as Twitter, and I'm expressing myself or tweeting, whatever you want to say, over there on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, look for @TheLuckyMermaid. So all that being said, Taurus, now on to your September 2023 Psychic Tarot reading. The first card you have, Taurus, is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is learning a new craft, learning a new skill, starting a new job, starting a new business, and gaining financial gain from whatever it is you're working on or doing. And if it's not a job, it could be your finances. You could be working on your money and your finances in some manner. I feel like you're learning a lot about how to do something at your job, or do something differently at your job, like perform your duties in a new and different way, or learning some new job or part of your job that's now been introduced to you, and now you have to, or they're changing the way you do certain things. You may have to learn how to do things differently, or you're learning a new thing you have to do. This could also apply to money and your finances if you're a non-working Taurus. And I feel like your mode of operating is going to be like, I got to get it right the first time because I don't want to do this again. Like, you're like, I want to learn this. I want to get this down straight because I want to be able to just go to it the next time I have to do it and not do this all over again. Some of you are composing a letter of recommendation for somebody that is an employee to you, or maybe you manage and supervise them and they're leaving. Or you could be composing some kind of letter that you want to send to somebody in regard to your work, your experience, or your business, if you own your own business. You may also be getting fed up at your work or business if people keep doing things in the wrong way. So you may be firing off a letter or email to somebody in a department that's like, you better get this straight because I'm tired of fixing this and you keep making this error over and over and over again, and this is your final warning. It could be a letter like that you're sending off about to somebody that keeps making some kind of mistakes that could be causing, extra work or problems. If you own your own business or you have a sideline business, you could start branching out and selling new products or services or branching out into new territory. This could be also the case if you work for another business or company. They could be having your territory expand, or the product line or whatever it is that you're selling. Maybe it's not just the territory for you that expands. It could be the products or services that you're selling expand. And I feel like there's an element here of you tired of beating your head against the wall and you wanting to make something more simplified and easier on yourself, and maybe for other people at the business you own or the company you work for. So the next card in your reading is Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is the blessing of, divine blessings of financial abundance coming to you. It could also be things of value coming to you. It could also be, sometimes, people don't think this, but sometimes Pentacles can even be emotions. So it could be having emotional value and significance as well. I know Cups is associated with emotions, but it can even come up with, because that's a value. Some of you just point blank are getting a raise. Some of you, it's as basic as that. Some of you are going to get offered a job that pays you more money. It could even be a promotion at a job where you already work, where they promote you and you get a raise. So you're either getting a raise for the work you do now, you're getting promoted and getting a raise at the place where you work now, or you're getting a new job and it's going to pay you more money. I do feel, even if you're retired or not working, I do feel there's still some way, Taurus, which may not make sense to you when you hear this message, but remember these are predictions, so they don't all happen. Like, you can't say everything resonates with you off the cuff, because this stuff could happen later on in the month of September. It could happen even later than that. So if you're a non-working Taurus, I feel that you still find out that you get some kind of like stipend, or like you get more money back from something than what you used to. So it could be coming from the government. It could be taxes. It could be some kind of tax break. It could be an insurance payout. But I feel it's more like, it could be that something ends up costing you less. That's a shocker, right? But I don't know what it is, because it's a general reading, but I get you. If you're non-working, it's like, like a tax break or a payout of some kind, or a kickback, financial, like, what do they call that? Like, it could be a refund. It could be some kind of, could have something to do with your financial status or your age, that you start getting some kind of kickback or money. It's like a breath of fresh air to you. This is going to be, it's going to feel like a blessing or a relief, or both. You could even, if you're into investing, you could see your stocks, if you invest in the stock market, like certain stocks value increasing. It could also be if you invest in property, it could be your property values are increasing. So the next card in the reading very well could be you, is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you, like I said, but this could also be another earth sign in your life. In some ways, some of you Tauruses are ready to make a commitment to something big. It could be like venturing out in the public in some way. Could be with writing a book. It could be with, if you play music or singing, or, doing podcasts, or starting a channel or podcasts or whatever. It could be that. And I feel like your life is going through a lot of changes because my guides are saying osmosis. And a lot of changes are happening. And this is causing you to make these decisions, to venture outside of your comfort zone, to try new things, or to expand your work, or to get into like a new career or a new field of endeavor. If you're in sales, I feel like you're going to do very well, especially if you amp it up with your humor, because I get quick-witted and funny, which some of you Tauruses are. I have to laugh at that because my mother was a Taurus and she was very smart. My mother was brilliantly smart and hugely talented and creative. But quick-witted and funny aren't the words I would use to describe her. My father was like that, but my mother was not. So, but I'm sure there are plenty of Tauruses out there that are quick-witted and funny. And I do feel if you're in sales, or if you have your own business and you have to promote anything that you're doing, or if you're doing any kind of podcast or whatever you're doing, or maybe you're going to do stand-up comedy. I don't know what you're going to do or what you're doing here, but like being quick-witted and funny is going to like put money in your pocket. It's going to work to your advantage. Maybe always, but definitely in the month of September of 2023. If you have any kind of litigation, I feel like it could go in your favor. So if you're doing any court cases of any kind of settlements or litigation, I feel like it could go in your favor in September. You could raise the bar in what you're doing, elevating what you're doing. And I know this is going to sound like a weird prediction, but this also came at me too. There could be a new employee that comes in that ends up working for you or at the place where you work. And it could elevate things somehow for you. I don't really understand that. So if you work somewhere, own a business, and a new employee comes in, they elevate either the creativity or elevate the money, or they elevate products and services. They elevate the situation in some way. They may be an earth sign, sun, moon, or rising sign also. So the next card you have, now you have two that are a little wonky. I'm sorry, Taurus, I don't like it when any negative cards show up, so please know that. You have the Three of Swords next, and this is heartbreak, sadness, or loss. In the old days of reading tarot, this would have been considered the divorce card, but it could be any kind of heartbreak, sadness, or loss of any kind. You may feel like you got sold out by somebody. Like somebody could have backstabbed you or deceived you or threw you under the bus, like, you know, like didn't want to take the blame for something or wanted to put something all on you. So you're like the fall guy of the story. So I feel, for many of you, I feel this is a work-related situation or in business or work. It could be socially. It could even happen legally. It could be family related. Family people throw each other under the bus or sell each other out, or whatever word you want to use. That happens. And I feel like you're really highly disappointed and you feel crushed and you feel like whoever did this to you should not have done it. And I feel like they may have gone to authority, like over your head to your boss, over your head to the supervisor or manager or boss or owner, or to the cops or to the courts. or like, I don't know. Like, I get that they kind of jumped over and, like, they may have thrown you under the bus. They may have, I don't know. You got to see how this plays out. It could also be somebody, if you're in a love relationship, where somebody in your life that's a love partner to you did something that you feel they should not have done to you. They could have cheated, because sometimes there's 3 swords piercing the heart, so that could indicate 3 people. So there could be cheating going on. But it could even be like they gambled all the money in the savings account, or, they stole money or took money and did something crazy with it. Or, I don't know. They went gambling. They went to Vegas and gambled a ton of money and lost. I mean, I don't know what they did, because you would think cheating would be the logical thing here, because it's 3 of Swords. So it could be that for some of you, but you got to listen to what I said here again, in the order in which it came up. So in the order in which I say the things I say when I get these cards, that to me is what my guides are indicating is the strongest for most of the people that these messages would apply to, for the sign I'm reading. So the last card you have here, look at this now. Here's another disruptor card, but you had other good cards here. You had like 3 good cards. Now you got these 2 that are kind of wonky. This one is the 5 of Rods. And this could be an internal struggle going on inside of you. It could be a struggle with coworkers, family members, friends, or any struggles in any clubs, groups, or organizations that you belong to. I feel like for some of you, you're looking at people around you where you feel like everybody's being difficult. And I feel for some of you, it's family, happening in your family. And for some of you, it's happening at work. It could even be in a neighborhood situation. But I'm going to tell you this. I hear somebody in this story saying, you got to get taught a lesson. I don't know that they're saying it to you. They could be saying it to somebody else in this situation. But like, you got to get taught a lesson. I can hear that. And I hear somebody else saying, I wasn't responsible. And I hear somebody else saying, you're barking up the wrong tree. You're accusing the wrong person, or you've got the wrong idea. So it could be between 2 people, which could relate to the 3 of Swords card, if it's you and a love partner, or if it's happened where somebody did the other things I said in this card, it could be relating to that. I feel like these 2 cards are intertwined for you, the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Rods. And I hear somebody say, this isn't going to go well, and you're not going to do this to me again. You might be the one saying that, because go back to what I said in the beginning. Listen to the very beginning of the 3 of Swords card. So you could be one of these voices here. And the ones that are saying you're barking up the wrong tree, or, that could be the people that are actually guilty, or the person that's actually guilty. I feel like this could break apart and maybe doesn't get resolved in September. So if it's between you and a love partner, or you and a coworker, or somebody who did you wrong, or if it's a couple people involved in a situation, I feel like it breaks apart, like where nobody's really satisfied with the end result. I don't feel like, the old saying, bury the hatchet, let bygones be bygones, forgive and forget. None of that, I feel, goes on with this in September, if it happens to you. So remember, I cannot tell when I'm reading these, because it's a general reading, I'm not privately reading you. Am I really talking to Taurus sun sign here with this story? Or is it applying more to Taurus rising sign people? Or am I really speaking to some people that have Taurus moon? This is why I say, I get it all the time in the comments sections. People write me private emails, and they also write it under Vimeo videos, that sometimes their rising sign is speaking to them dead on, or their moon sign. It's not always their sun sign. So if you're like, this doesn't make any sense to me, first of all, it's a prediction. You can't really tell till you get to the end of September or well into October whether this happened to you or not. And if it is not resonating with you, even the slightest, like you think, no, it still could still happen later, but watch your rising sign or your moon sign. I really mean that when I tell people, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm not just saying this to try to get you to watch more of my videos. I'm not. But I know, when I first started putting these videos on YouTube, I just thought sun sign only. They're just going to, like, I didn't know. And I started doing the readings, and people were like, oh, my sun sign makes so much sense to me. My moon sign makes so much sense to me. And I was like, what? I had no idea. I just thought I was reading people's sun sign, and that was that. I listened to my guides, and I thought these messages are for their sun sign. But 9 years later, I can tell you, your messages this may be really more for Taurus rising. I have no idea. I can't tell you that. Only you can tell me that. So the best gemstone crystal I got for you to work with, use, and wear in the month of September 2023, Taurus, you got smoky quartz, which is a good grounding stone. It's also a very good powerful stone, and good for money. It disperses fears and depression. Smoky quartz brings emotional calmness. It relieves stress and anxiety. Well, you need it this month, relieving stress and anxiety. It promotes positive thoughts and action. And it brings psychic and physical protection, abundance, prosperity, and good luck. And look. So this makes sense to me for you, just based on the cards that you got. This stone is going to help you learn how to let go and let bygones be bygones, or learn how to let go of things that are upsetting to you or are toxic or unhealthy for you, whether it's people, substances, foods, environment, living situations, jobs, whatever it is. It's also a stone that's going to help you feel like you can cope better. You can deal with things. It's going to make you feel strong, more powerful, give you the ability to cope better. It's also going to help you ease into and assimilate to any shifting, changing, and new situations that could occur for you in the month of September 2023. And, it could even continue past that. When I get these gemstones, I'm like, okay, this is good for September, but, it doesn't necessarily mean that these stones aren't going to still hold these powers and be helpful to you in other months. So think about that. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you feel it was worth sharing. And please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And make sure you check and see that you're still subscribed, because every now and then I hear from viewers like, I was subscribed and now somehow I got unsubscribed. I don't know whether the algorithms do it. I don't know what does it, but you might want to check and make sure you're still subscribed. And like I said, hit that notification bell. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And also, you can follow me now on Rumble. So on Rumble, my name is The Lucky Mermaid LLC, and the title of my videos are Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings. So I hope you'll check me out on Rumble and follow me over there. And I'm active on X, which formerly known as Twitter. I used to be on it a lot, and then a couple years ago I kind of stepped away from it, but I'm almost tweeting every day. You have to see, go check them out. You might be interested in what my guides are telling me to tweet over there, or Xing, I guess it would be called. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, the most recently recorded video series, I always post those links down below in the description box in the Show More section. Now, Rumble, it may look a little different than it does on YouTube, but these videos, I have looked at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools, where I've looked into these areas and given you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for these specific topics for each sign of the zodiac. The most recently recorded video series I have done is my Horseshoe Tarot 7-card spread psychic tarot readings from August of 2023 through August of 2024. So that's a whole year of predictions. There's 7 cards there. There's a lot of information and messages there. It's usually in the top 3 or 4 video series of popularity of my videos on Vimeo. And remember, these video links are down below, but they're also on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. You just go to that videos page and scroll down. You can read all the video series I've recorded, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and click on whatever zodiac sign you want under the heading of the video series you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, my mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac is available. And as I say, you know, it's always good on YouTube and in the Vimeo videos to watch your rising sign and your sun sign. Some people find that they want to watch their moon sign because whatever resonates with you on YouTube or now also on Rumble is going to resonate with you probably in the Vimeo videos. But if you can get both your rising sign and your sun sign, you'll probably get pretty accurate predictions for what's going to come for you in whatever topic I'm looking at. Don't forget my mid-year love and romance psychic tarot update for 2023 for singles and couples. First half of the reading is for singles. Second half of the reading is for couples, but you should watch the entire video because there will be some crossover where some messages for one part goes to the other and vice versa. That's just the nature of psychic readings. Don't forget my psychic crystal readings for the month of September 2023, where I do a continuation of the readings here that I'm doing. I look into my crystal and give you details on all the different areas of life I can think of to look at in a very condensed reading. So you might want to check out the psychic crystal readings if you haven't done so. Again, that link's down below in the description box if you're on YouTube. And if you're not and you're on Rumble, you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. My eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, April 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings are available. You are still being affected by these eclipses until the end of October. And people are always telling me these eclipse readings resonate with them. I don't know what it is about them so much, but I noticed the comments over there seem to say, this is dead on. Hey, this made exact sense. So you might want to check out the eclipse readings if you haven't been checking them out. And also, don't forget, we had another eclipse in May, the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, May 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Again, for each sign of the zodiac, you might want to get your rising sign and your sun sign, or if your moon sign resonates with you on YouTube, get your moon sign. Then there's a bunch of others down below, my career and finance, psychic tarot and crystal readings. Those predictions go out 12 to 18 months, all the way until October of 2024. The predictions go from April of 2023 through October of 2024 on the finance and crystal readings. I may not do them anymore. I'm not sure. So if you want to, you may want to jump on these, because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing the career and finance. I may switch it around or do something else different with it. And don't forget my What's Lucky and New for You in 2023. What kind of readings were they? I know they're always tarot, but I'm not sure what else I did in those. But the What's Lucky and New for You in 2023 was very lucky this year. I felt like when I was listening to them, after I'm reading them, doing the readings, I'm like, wow, these sounded pretty lucky right off the bat. Because the weird thing about What's Lucky and New for You, sometimes what comes up as lucky and new may not sound lucky at the time you hear it, but later on, the result of what's new that came up ends up being lucky. But I kind of felt like most of the signs I felt like sounded lucky to begin with, not like you had to wait for the luck to show up. So I hope you'll check them out. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video, you can follow me at my social media pages at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram, and at the Lucky Mermaid on X, formerly known as Twitter. Also on my YouTube community pages, I post these predictions, and many people find they resonate with them, or parts of the 5 paragraphs I write out on the social media pages resonate with them. You may find that they resonate with you. So I would love to see you over there on my social media pages. So I hope you have an absolutely wonderful and amazing month of September, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.